Your window of opportunity for buying or selling your house is happening now. Mortgage rates are much higher today than they were at the beginning of the year, and that's had a clear impact on the housing market. As a result, the market is seeing a shift back towards the range of pre-pandemic levels for buyer demand and home sales. But the transition back towards a pre-pandemic level isn't a bad thing. In fact, the years leading up to the pandemic were some of the best the housing market has seen. As the market shifts, it's important to compare today's market to the most recent normal years, as opposed to the abnormal pandemic years, to see that the housing market is still strong. The Showing Time Showing Index tracks the traffic of home showings according to agents and brokers. It's also a good indication of buyer demand over time. Here's a look at their data going back to 2017. The 2017 through early 2020 numbers, shown in gray, gives a good baseline of pre-pandemic demand. The steady up and down trends seen in each of these years shows typical seasonality in the market. The blue on the graph represents the pandemic years. The height of those blue bars indicates home showings skyrocketed during the pandemic. The most recent data, shown in green, indicates buyer demand is moderating back towards more pre-pandemic levels. This shows the frenzy in real estate is easing. For you, that means buying your next home should be less challenging than it would have been during the pandemic because there was more inventory available. As mortgage rates started to rise this year, other shifts began to occur too. One additional example is the slowing pace of home sales. Using data from the National Association of Realtors, here's a look at existing home sales going all the way back to 2017. Much like the previous graph, a similar trend emerges. The pre-pandemic years, shown in gray, establish a baseline of the number of existing home sales in more typical years. The pandemic years, shown in blue, exceeded the level of sales seen in previous years. That's largely because low market rates during that time spurred buyer demand and home sales to new heights. This year, shown in green, the market is feeling the impact of higher mortgage rates, and that's moderating buyer demand and, by extension, home sales. That's why the expectation for home sales this year is closer to what the market saw in 2018-2019. This opens a window of opportunity for both buyers and sellers. As demand moderates and the pace of home sales slows, housing inventory is able to grow, and that gives you more options for your home search. After all, even home sellers benefit from the shift because they need to have a place to move to after they sell their house, right? Here's the bottom line. The housing market is undergoing a shift because of higher mortgage rates, but the market is still strong. If you've been looking to buy a home over the last couple of years and it felt impossible to do, now may be your opportunity. Buying a home right now isn't easy, but there is more opportunity for those who are looking. If you're ready to take advantage of your window of opportunity, or if you have questions about your situation, leave me a comment or drop me a message.